On this Wellness Wednesday, we want to revisit a topic that we recently talked about, narcissism. It's used to describe someone who's extremely self-absorbed, exhibiting traits like the need for validation and admiration, being egocentric, entitled, supersensitive, having a grandiose vision of themselves, and trouble self-regulating. And when they possess these traits, they may have what's known as NPD, narcissistic personality disorder. When we first talked about this topic, we had a big response and many questions from our viewers. So let's further the conversation and dig deeper on how not to fall into the narcissist trap. So joining me now is therapist Julianna Lyddon. Okay, let's start off with, what do you mean by the narcissist supply? What is that?
Supply's the key word here. So just like the addict needs their fix or supply, the narcissist needs theirs. And it relates to when you give them the emotional reaction. When you do that, it's like it sparks it, the energy shifts, and they go into a new direction where they'll spiral you down. And before you know it, you're thinking, maybe it is my fault.
Oh.
Maybe that person's right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
So
like that reverse psychology that we were talking about
Exactly,
before.
exactly. Yeah.
So when there's a conflict, then what do you do?
Well, it's very important that you want to respond, not react. I tell my clients, this is like where you're in the court of law. You know, your attorney will say to you, now, don't lose yourself here. We got to
Right.
stay grounded. Don't get emotional.
Yeah.
That's really the key. And it can be so hard to hang in there with this.
Okay.
But you don't want to get them into this place where they've got you and you're not grounded.
Okay, so give me an example. So instead of blowing up and
Right.
just losing your mind,
Yes, what
how do
you
you
can do is you can say, you know what, I'm taking a time out. You're very calm. You're like, we've been through this before. It's very A, B, C, D. I'm not going to go down into that, trap or hole with you. I'm taking a break.
That's it.
Move away. That's it. And you can, but you just have to remember, when we start to get emotional, that's when we lose all of it. And they love to redirect it and take you down into that hole with them.
That's so interesting. And you also talk about how we shouldn't defend ourselves. What do you mean by that?
Of course, in the real world, we need to defend ourselves.
Right.
But what happens is, to a narcissist, when you're defending, they feel that you're criticizing them. And often they have gone through a life where they have been criticized, they have this void, they feel unworthy. So when they're in that place, they're going to make sure that if you're criticizing them, they're going to flip it. And they're going to make sure, no, this is your problem. This isn't mine. This is your problem. It makes us feel so crazy.
Right.
And we leave, thinking, oh, is it?
Like maybe it's me. Yes.
Well,
okay. Okay. Then, okay, let's just say you are in a relationship with a narcissist. How then would you break up?
And I see it all the time. I've seen so many women with this. And there are books written about this because it's so difficult, because they get you and they pull you back in. The best of the best can get taken in like this. So again, I mean, some people have to just almost say, I can't talk about this, but I'm leaving.
I'm done.
You've got to pay attention to how you feel, what's happening in your well-being, right? Can you really deal with this? And you're saving yourself many times, because families can get involved too. Some people say it's like, oh my gosh, she was in a cult. I had to try to go rescue her. So it can be severe.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well,